wake of former CBN Governor GODWIN Emefiele's arrest, revelations of his involvement in alleged depletion of Nigerian external reserve in connivance with the likes of MTN, IBTC Bank and Standard Chartered Bank to the tune of $25.6 billion is making the rounds. This is according to a civil society organization, Uboh Whistleblower Network, GUWN. In its press statement, the group's lead and foremost whistleblower, Dr. George Uboh, says his organization is in possession of evidence germane to 101 trillion naira involving Emefiele, Attorney General of the Federation, Uboh Malami, and others.
Investigation report on alleged depletion of Nigeria external reserve by MTN, IBTC Bank, Standard Chartered Bank, in collaboration with CBN officials to the tune of $25.6 billion. In it, GUWN was recognized as the whistleblowers, and the Ministry of Justice was requested to furnish the Ministry of Finance the details of the legal action taken towards the recovery and remittance of the sum of $25.6 billion. Pages 32 and 37 are letters from GODWIN Emefiele-led CBN to MTN and its bankers, finding MTN and its bankers aggregate of $8.1 billion for the same fraud allegation of $25.6 billion. Certainly, Emefiele's report is self-serving because CBN officials were neck deep in the fake certificates of capital importation, CCIs, the predicate offense which originated from the CBN on which the fraud allegation is premised. I hereby posit that the correct figure is $25.6 billion, that is $25,698,363,716.40, which was investigated by a seasoned bank fraud examiner. Emefiele was caught on tape, along with some CBN staff, lamenting the loss of 500 billion naira within the CBN. Emefiele was caught on tape calling former President Buhari and his friends thieves, which is a classic case of the chicken coming home to roost or the kettle calling the pot black. Given the favors Emefiele did for Buhari and his men, Emefiele boldly came out to run for president without President Buhari and his cabinet, who he called thieves in the recorded conversation, questioning such grave and unprecedented conflict of interest at best or illegality at worst. Emefiele's mindset to become Nigeria's president ab initio when he assumed office is the reason behind Emefiele's thirst for monumental amassment of wealth, as demonstrated herein. Wealth he used to oil the law enforcement agencies and judiciary in order to silence anyone who criticized him. When Emefiele's plan to become Nigeria's president failed, Emefiele unleashed crimes against humanity through financial hardships and debts against the masses as recognized by the Supreme Court. We humbly request that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR direct and implement the following. A. Direct law enforcement agencies to work with whistleblowers in order to solve crime swifter, trace and recover mind-boggling funds stolen or trapped, and B. Implement and strengthen the whistleblower policy initiated by his predecessor with an office not domiciled in any ministry for sake of conflict of interest, to be headed by someone who has the capacity and passion to imbibe all the tenets of whistleblowing, who has suffered the humiliations of whistleblowing, thus has the requisite experience to protect whistleblowers from adverse treatments and compensate them accordingly.